Faith Time is our weekly conversation on matters of faith, and joining us this morning is Rabbi Steven Silberman with Havas Hased Congregation in Mobile. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Chad. Thanks for having me.
We wanted to talk about Shavuot. What is that?
Shavuot is the summer harvest festival, and it's found in the scriptures referenced in the book of Leviticus, book of Numbers, and it also has an additional element over and above celebrating agriculture and bounty and sustenance and survival.
So it goes back to Old Testament times,
yes.
But how is it celebrated today?
When Shavuot first originates over 3,000 years ago, it's primarily an agricultural festival, and people gathered and they brought in their bounty and they celebrated because, yay, they have food to survive the summer.
Yes.
It's also the anniversary of Moses and the people of Israel standing at the base of Mount Sinai. And according to Jewish tradition, the Ten Commandments were transmitted. And so for the past 3,200-ish years or so, that's been the primary element for Jewish people today. So most people gather in synagogue for some type of a study session, a study gathering, and often special refreshments. So
is it fair to compare this to other harvest festivals found in other faiths, or is it somewhat different?
I'm not familiar with enough of other traditions and ceremonies, so I really can't speak to that. But the element that comes to mind is that in its origination, it was a celebration of food so people could survive physically. And then once the association with the Ten Commandments comes forth, we have an element of sustenance of the mind and the heart and the spirit. And so we have this combination of both individual needs and community needs being met.
Why is it important to mark the receiving of the Torah?
Torah for us is our connection to God and our pathway from the past to the present and on to the future. So how could we not celebrate the receiving of the law at Sinai, which transforms us as individuals and as a community?
Rabbi Steven Silberman with Havas Hased Congregation in Mobile. We'll talk more about this topic in the next hour of News 5 this morning.